All right. You recording?
Mm-hmm.
We're at Ware Cemetery today, guys. This cemetery, I'm going to read what it says about it because it's a historical location here in Alabama. It was established in 1850. It's located off of Old Springville Road. In the 1800s, the Ware family was among the first settlers of the community later known as Clay. 23 graves were identified and documented in 2008. The earliest known burial is that of Samuel Ware. Samuel Ware was an American Revolutionary War soldier who fought the British in the Battle of Kings Mountain at 14 years of age. Other military veterans buried here are Jacob Ware, the War of 1812, and the Florida Indian Wars, Andrew Ware, David Ware from the Civil War, and the last known burial site of Sally Ware. Okay, so all of these people were integral in fighting and helping with our freedom, fighting in the American Revolution, and one of them's linked all the way up to serving right under George Washington. So we're gonna take a look around the cemetery. You want to?
All right.
Whew. See, there's Jacob Ware. Let me get my video going now. All right, here we go. This is Jacob Ware. See? 1790 to 1872. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to try to look up their pictures and put them on there. Here is the Samuel Ware Monument. We're going to go over here and look at this. See this? The Daughters of the American Revolution put this up. This is Samuel Ware's site right here. It says, Revolutionary War Soldier, North Carolina, under Major Tipton, Captain Samuel Ware Sr., Colonels John Sr. and Charles Robinson. Wow, nice, right? And look at that on the top of his stone. See that? A Mason.
Mm-hmm.
He was said to have organized the first Masonic lodge in Jefferson County. Well, thank you for your service. I like this at the top. Look at this. See that?
Yeah, I might be totally wrong, but I'm just convinced that out of the two groups, with the Illuminati or the Masons, I think the Masons are the ones that are more on the side of the people.
Right, an honest side of it.
I think the Illuminati wants control.
A memory of John Ware, 1840 to 1860, 18 years and 29 days. He was a member of the MEC. I don't know what the MEC, unless it was a Masonic. Unless it was a Masonic. These dogs know we're over here. They built the community next to the graveyard, guys, so this might just be a paragraph short if they're gonna keep barking.
Probably won't even hear that. You probably won't even hear the dogs with these mics.
That's Sally Ware. I'm gonna be talking about all these people when I do this video. Rebecca Ware. The Ware family was integral settled in this area, and they have a huge history. And it's sad that their cemetery's in this kind of shape. See that tree that fell back there?
Yeah, well, you got the fences busted right there. Tree fell across the fence right there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I wonder. I hope that didn't expose anything when that tree popped up.
No. I think it's on this. It's on that side of the.
Oh man, it's like it just missed it. Like you wouldn't have to dig far. I'd say you wouldn't have to dig far to get to something there.
This is beautiful, though, isn't it? See where that tree came up, guys? These are what the storms in the south can do. See that?
It's just the ground's so saturated right now. It doesn't take much wind.
Right.
It's one nice thing about Alabama. We do have some rain.
Let's go over here and look at this one. Clifton Williams. This one's really old too back here. 1897. I can't really.
I mean,
get the name.
who pays for this cemetery? It's up
The
to
American Historical Association, because they marked it as a historical location, so they pay for it.
Well, I guess I can't say too much because they don't have a lot of funding. I mean, I'm looking, the
No.
fence is busted right there too.
Well, what if they don't know about it? They might not have been out here to check it out yet.
Well, we'll tag them on the video.
Yeah, and let them know. Here's another one. This died in 1885, from 1872 to 1885. So if you think about it, you know, they have a huge history in this area, and I have never even heard of that family. I didn't even know about Samuel Ware until I was looking at the cemetery, and I was like, why is the cemetery on a historical location? Because he helped founded this county. He helped founded the Masonic Lodge here and the Masons here, and all his family all the way back were war heroes. So I thought, why are we not honoring
Well, at
these
least
people?
they have this blotted out here. You know, it's like you can look, you can see these houses here aren't like super old, and you know that's the problem with where we live now. This used to be an area where you didn't even see your neighbors, and now that's all you do is see your neighbor's house.
And here's another one with the Mason sign. This is Andrew Ware, 1833 to 1916. So I'm guessing all of the men that were in that family probably joined. You know?
Yeah, so lived
And I'm
through the
sure
Civil War.
these are markers too. Let's see, Mrs. Saltony Kelly. I saw that on the thing. I thought that was an interesting name. I thought I had misspelled that wrong. I didn't. Saltony. That's an interesting name. This is this one. I'm wondering what these stars mean.
I'm willing to bet you
DJ
that's Confederate.
For the Confederates? Because they said there were Civil War soldiers buried here.
Well, you see a lot more of the star insignia on Confederate clothing than you did. Well, I don't even know of any stars on the Union clothing. Let me know if the Union was patriotic.
I love these stones with this like written on it like this. See that? This one was 1 year old and 4 months. MC Laughlin Ware.
I just have a feeling there's more people buried here than we have stones to mark.
And I see these little markers. I'm wondering if the Daughters of the American Revolution come in and put them in later because they knew that's where they were at. And see, like this one is really like broken up.
Well, see, and that's what I was looking. Some of the stones out here, you can see, like the one that you was looking up of Saltony.
Yes.
That's a stone. That's a piece of stone that was carved.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look over at the Ware stone, the main
Right.
stone over there, and it's a soapstone.
Right.
You know, soapstone marble. So I'm just going to say, unless the people, you know, they just had like different wealths among the family, and this was just a general family cemetery, maybe. But I was trying to figure that out too, looking at some of the stones, like has some of this been updated, and it may have been, because these little ones you're pointing out,
Yeah.
even the font on them looks like a newer font.
Okay. So you mean the inscription fonts, the way they carved them in? And this one is Sarah Lavonia Ware, 1868 to 1868, so she was stillborn. Or she died the same day she was born. There is so many little graves, guys. I want you to look at this. Let me do a slow scan here. See, and like...
And this isn't but maybe an eighth of an acre, if that.
It's not. I'm doing a full scan of the whole thing. You see the limits of it with the fence. And see, here's a marker, because that's the other end of it. Try not to step, guys. I'm trying not to step on anything. But you really don't know. See, like this is a marker. This is a grave. See that?
What's sad is you give this cemetery another 10 years and you won't even recognize it. The fence will be all knocked down, and
It'd be like that county farm one.
it'll be like Connie Farm or down there at what was that in Prattville.
Wow. Let's go this way. See, and these are markers right here.
It looks, you know, maybe, I think last year somebody came in here with some weed killer in the fall. That's pretty much what it
Maybe.
looks like.
That's all that looked like they did. Oh, I'm not going to be trying to run a necrophonic out here. I'm going to use this as a paraquip short, and I'm going to throw up, in editing, I'm going to do some pictures and history with some pictures of them on there. Make it a cute little video. Look at this.
Amy Ware.
I didn't even know they used the name Amy. I've never seen it spelt like that either. I wonder who this is. You know, Native Americans built these a lot. And so did a lot of the early settlers. I'm guessing this is probably going to be him. And it's going to be the grandfather, the one that served under George Washington.
Well, you know, that could be. Well, you know,
he's the patriarch.
Well, one thing that history tries to teach us that is totally wrong is that the settlers that were here and the Indians were at odds with each other, and that's not necessarily the truth.
Not in all.
A lot of times they worked with each other, they helped one another, and what ended up happening is the same thing you see today. You know, one government gets more greedy; they want to own something more. So then it was the evacuation of whoever's weaker.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, a lot of the people that lived here became such friends with the native people that they were accepted as members of the tribe. You know, and one thing with the Native Indians I always loved too is I always felt that they had a little bit of Italian in them. And I say that because in Italy, you don't have to be blood to be part of the family. You just have to be important to that family to become a member. And that's what a lot of these people here with the Native Americans were. They were just friends and important members of their extended family.
And if you think, how far back did they go that this family came in here in the 1780s,
right.
1770s? They had to become friends with the natives that were around here and settle with them, right? They had to get along with them. So I just, you know, this cemetery is special, y'all. And because it has such, you know, war veterans and coming up on anniversaries of war and then the atmosphere of the world, I am trying to keep this fresh in y'all's minds. What these veterans gave us. These guys here are descendants, and some of them fought in the Revolution, American Revolution, to get us our freedom and independence.
That's right. Well, you know, you realize we're not even 200 years away from the Civil War. We're about 150 years out of the Civil War.
Right, we have Civil War veterans here. So, I mean, I'm not going to run any kind of ghost equipment, but I wanted y'all to see the cemetery, and I'm going to throw some history up in the video.
But that right there, if I was going to guess on that, I would say that would be Muskogee.
Yeah.
Then the reason that I would say that is because if we looked at some of the cemeteries we went to that had the Cherokees in it, they had a different format where they used a larger piece of flat stone and made almost like a triangular shape over the grave. But as much as this makes no difference, we're going to close it.
Well, that's the way it was when we found it. So close up right there. Close up.
Oh. All right. So, guys, if you're out this way and you have a chance to come on in here, probably wouldn't hurt people walking through here, maybe to make a little pile of sticks for someone to clean up later. But we hope you enjoyed this video, and just watch for more drops.